Okay, so I have started the recording. I'm not sure if this is the correct way of doing it or not, but looks like that is the only option we have. Okay. So last time, what just a quick recap. We have created the storage locations. We have created the WM warehouse. Then we have created the EWM warehouse. Then we have done the linkage between WM and the EWM warehouse. And then we completely moved into the EWM configuration. And here we have created the supply chain unit. And we have done the assignment with the warehouse. Supply chain unit, custodian, and party entitled to dispose. Then we have created the number ranges. And we have created the storage types. So it was EWM1, right?
Yeah.
We
Jay, can you just show again where you created the supply chain, that link, custodian and?
Yes, so supply chain unit is the master data, and that is a part of your cutover activities. So before moving to configuration, in the further clients, we need to have all the cutover activities done, right? And accordingly, we have the supply chain unit in the master data. Here.
Okay.
Okay, so we have created the storage types. Storage section is optional in EWM. And in case you are implementing WM, that time the storage section is mandatory. But still we can create one storage section. Okay, so we need to see what all storage types we have created, and accordingly we will create one storage section for each storage type. Okay, so what happens? EWM1. Okay, so we have all these storage types, and EWM1. Probably you have created EWM2, right?
I have created EWM2.
Okay, so this 8 series. Okay, so we can create the storage section for this, right? And in case you have a complex requirement in your warehouse, then you can even create multiple storage sections. So go into the storage section, and we don't have EWM1 so far. So we will just take the storage types which we have 10, 20. Then we have this for the two-step picking. And then this is for which one did we have? Okay, so then we have 9010, 9020, 9030, and 40, and also one we have for the packing station.
How are you picking this? It's based on the storage type?
Yes, the storage type which we have created, right? For those storage types, we need to have the storage section. And in case you want to skip the storage section, that is also optional.
Okay. The storage type, whatever we created, the same thing should be matched with storage section?
No, under that storage type, we are creating a storage section. We are dividing the storage type into a storage section.
Oh, okay.
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 So here we have created the storage types. EWM1, right? Okay. And here we have 10, 20, 2010, 8010 for deconsolidation, 30, right? So storage type for the work center, storage type for the door, and storage type for the staging area and the warehouse storage types. Okay, so against each storage type, we can have one or more sections.
Oh, okay.
Jay, I have one question.
Yes, Asen, you have any questions?
Yes, are we going to go into detail all information we have on storage type and warehouse, EWM warehouse? You know all these parameters we have.
Sorry?
If you go into detail storage type or the warehouse EWM warehouse number.
Okay.
If you go into detail, you have a lot of parameters. So my question is, are you going to explain how to trigger all this information?
The bottom line is saying that we first need to understand the basics of it. Right? The storage type, it is the entire EWM world is within the storage type. So if I tell you that this is the field for the replenishment, then you won't understand, correct? So as we progress in the course, then we will keep on visiting the storage types.
Okay.
And then I will show you each and every field. Because without the purchase order, if somebody is asking for the pricing procedure in the material management, right?
Okay, this is my question.
So far I have explained you about the storage type roles, correct? When we do the put away strategy, that time I will explain you the put away roles in the storage type.
Okay, perfect.
Removal strategy, and when we progress on the course based on our course content, right? I will explain you each and every field which are pertaining to our course content.
Okay.
Jay, one question I have. In this storage section, you have fast moving, slow moving. And what do you mean by total section?
Oh, these are just the description. You can just we can just put it over as like EWM1 storage section.
Yeah. Okay. But the standard says that 001 is fast moving, slow moving. So we are segregating the storage type into different sections, right? That is my understanding on storage section.
Correct. So if you have a storage type, then you will segregate into two. For example, as we took the example of the automobile industry, in case we have a parking structure and we have 5 levels, right? Each level can be considered as your one storage section. So if that is the case, then you can give the nomenclature as this is my storage section for Alto. This is my storage section for Wagoner. This is my section for Baleno, like that.
Okay.
So based on the requirement industry, okay, we can just provide the nomenclature.
Okay. Here we have a door bin also, isn't it? In this the storage type, we have door bin also, right?
Door bin is the bin which is created for that door storage type.
Correct. But do we have it here? I'm just trying to understand.
No. So see, Venkat, when we progress on the course, then we will see the door bin, we will see the door, we will see everything. In this storage section, we don't have the door bin. Door bin is the bin which we will be creating as a master data.
Okay. So can I suggest something? Can we name the storage type so that we can understand a little bit better, like 8010, what we have assigned to?
8010 is your deconsolidation storage type.
So something like that, so that the description will at least, we will try to connect what we are doing, because in the description is something different, isn't it?
Yeah, so we can put it.
Something like you mentioned, right? Deconsolidation storage section or something like that, so that down the line.
No, the thing is that we have given the name to the storage types, right?
Okay.
And within the storage type, we have the storage section.
Okay.
So if we have storage type as a deconsolidation, then it is understood that the deconsolidation is having the storage section.
Okay. Okay. So all the bottom line in this configuration, everything belongs to 0001 only.
It is kind of level, right? If we
have I got it, Jay. I got it. Thanks.
We can give level 1 as a storage section for all the storage types, 5 parking structures, like that.
Okay, got it.
Okay, and again, in case we want to group the storage type, then we have the storage type groups. So that we will see later. First, we will configure our basic structure. Storage type we have created, storage section we have created, then we have the storage bins. Okay, again, depending upon the warehouse, in case you have 2 types of pallets, say 2 types of cartoons. Okay, you have a big cartoon and small cartoon. correct? Say for example, in bank locker, we can see we have a big size locker and small size locker. The locker is considered as a storage bin. And then based on your cartoon size, you can link the bin type with the HU type. So there are several such things here. Okay. So for that, we need to create the bin types. And again, similarly, you have the access type. If the bin is located on the top of the rack and the person walking on a foot is not able to access the bin, then you can segregate the bins based on the accessibility. Okay, and you have this bin structure, that is the template. In case within a storage type, you have say 100 bins, right? You can just visualize the example of your bank locker. In the bank locker, we have the number given, right? Say bottom row, that is number 010101, then 010102, like that, correct? So similarly, we can create a structure for our storage, for our warehouse storage bins, and it will generate the bin automatically. Okay, so we have, for example, we have created a storage type, we have created a storage section, and suppose we want to generate the storage bin. We have 100 of bins. So it is not logical to create 100 of bins manually, correct? So we would like to define the template. Okay, the template C stands for constant and stands for number. So if this is constant, then all the bins which are created through this template will have the same value in the constant field. So that kind of template you can provide. Here we can see that we have, we can just give the name as EWM1. EW.
So this is for automatic bin creation.
Correct. So this is for the automatic bin creation. If we give the template like this, then when we execute the bin creation, system will create the 4 bins: EW0101, 0102, 0201, and 0202 based on this increment value.
Jay, one basic question. See, if I'm going to create an automatic bin, okay, like this in the system, how that will get translated in the shop floor?
Translated,
say
you
for
mean?
example, say for example, in a warehouse you have different racks and everything, right? So if I'm going to create such bins, okay,
yes,
automatically, how the warehouse guy is going to take that carton, say for example, for put away, is going to place, say for example, one of the automated bin. How he or she will know where is the automated bin within the storage area?
For put away, right?
Say for example, for put away, this automated bin is getting created in the system. Okay.
Correct.
How the person in the floor will know, okay, this is automated bin, whatever number is. So I need to keep that in that particular bin. How that guy is going to locate that bin?
So based on the bin number, right? So when you when we configure the put away, that time the system will show that we need to put away this pallet in this storage type, storage section, and storage bin. So the guy will directly go to the storage type.
Oh, I got it. But if this will be the one-time activity, or this can continuously increase, isn't it?
No,
depending upon the.
No. The bin you will create it as a one time, and later on, in case you want to create a new storage type or any new thing is coming, then that time you need to create another, again the same structure. But initially it will be just one time.
Okay.
Okay.
So we have a report. We have a report for put away or for picking.
So I would suggest you just wait for some time. When
Okay.
we do the put away and picking, that time it will give you more clarity.
Okay.
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 Why
here
I'm
you
asking,
said
you know,
one-
Jay, because I'm trying to, in fact, relate with the business requirement, because the business requirement say that they are planned for 100 bins based on the warehouse capacity, and suddenly they are extending it to another 100. Then they have to again create this template, isn't it, to extend it to another 100,
But
because
it
100 will be already allocated, right?
no, just visualize that you have a parking structure, right? So
Okay.
you already know how many parking spots you have.
Okay.
Correct? In
Okay.
our organization as well, we go and park our vehicle and we have a predefined parking structures.
Okay.
Correct. So that parking structure, we will create it initially through this bin generation, right? So we have created all the parking structures. Then we realize that the number of vehicles are more than the parking space.
Okay.
Then what we will do, we will just try to find out new parking structures, parking space, right? Any just a kind of work around where we can put one vehicle can be parked here, the another can be on the second floor, and like that. Correct.
I got it, Jay. But whatever has been created, they will name each and every bin, right, in the warehouse for locating and picking or whatever.
So the bin name will be this one only.
Okay.
This will be the coordinate, right?
Okay.
So for example, if you are in the, again, the same example, you can put it as a label as a 05 and spot as the number 1. So the guy knows, right, which spot it is. Even when we work in the office, we have a cubicle number, correct?
I got it. Yep.
So based on the cubicle number, the person will go there and sit.
Got it, Jay. What is the use of structure here, A and SS?
Which one?
The second field after template.
This is say IL and this is stack. So how your warehouse structure is, right? If you have the parking structure, you can just give it as a say any name which you can correlate with your warehouse requirement. If you have two say you have two parking structures, okay? So the constant you can give as a PS1, parking structure 1.
Mm-hmm.
And A you can give as a this anything which you can correlate, say wing A, wing B, or left side, right side, correct? So that worker would be able to understand. Worker will go into the parking level 2, and then from the second IL, he understand that it will be, he need to go on the left side, and from that he need to understand that it will be the first on the left side. If it is 10, then he needs to simply walk down to the extreme side, and then he will see the number 10, like that.
Is it telling the route within the warehouse area?
It is telling the location.
Location, yeah, and the fastest picking route maybe.
No, that is the location of the bin, where exactly it is.
Okay.
Okay, so storage bin type probably we missed to create. Okay, so we can just create say big bin, small bin, like that, bin type. Okay, so in case you have a requirement, as I told you that we have a bins of different sizes, so you can just create a bin like this, different sizes, and then you can link your HU type with the bin type.
Okay.
And then you can specify the big bin. You can specify in your bin master that this is my big bin, And again, the small bin you can specify in the bin past. So for example, we have created a bin of say big bin. Okay. And when we specify this big bin, here, then all these bins will be tagged to the big bin.
Okay. So
So
similarly, if there is a small bin, we have to create another value.
Correct.
Template.
You need to create another template.
Okay.
So for that, we can create n number of templates.
Okay.
This is just for one storage type.
Mhm.
Correct. And similarly, you can create for another storage type and another storage section, another bin type like that.
Mhm.
So if this will create 4 bins, if you want, we can create 16 bins.
Okay.
Okay.
So how the bins will be created? You go to ls10. See, all these transactions are there in my PPT. Okay.
Okay.
And here you can see same template coming in. You click on create bins, and you will see these bins will be created.
Okay.
Okay.
So you can
So
just
the
click.
first thing we are creating in the configuration, right? SPRO.
Yes, so that is optional. In case you want to manually create the bin, you can do it manually.
Okay.
We have
So
one
there
more.
are two ways of creating bin. One is via the menu. Another is via SPRO.
The third way is data upload.
Data upload. Okay. There are three ways to create a bin.
Yes. So data upload, you can have, say for example, I am doing the WM to EWM migration. Okay. So I don't want to change the bin nomenclatures because it will be confusing for the operators, right?
Mhm.
We cannot enforce all the new things on operators on the day one, correct?
Yep.
So we would like to keep the bin name as it is. So we have a template. Based on that, we can download the bins which are created in the WM, and we can upload the bins in the EWM.
Okay. What is normally used from your experience, Jay, by
So
business?
yes, so WM to EWM migration, it is always data upload. You download the existing bins
Mhm.
and upload in the EWM. If it is a greenfield implementation, then you can create the template like this, provided you have several bins located, say in the same coordinate, right? Coordinates. Say for example, just visualize bank locker, right? In the bank locker, we have several bins located nearby.
Mhm.
Several bank lockers are there, right? So if number 101010102, then on the second row you have 02010202. On the third row you have 0301, and so on. So better we can have the templates.
Okay.
And in case we have a GR zone, say staging area, right? Staging area is just 2-3 staging areas for which there is no template. Correct. Then you can manually create the bin, say GR zone, GI zone, like that.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay. So this is a warehouse bin, and we are assuming that we have several bins located next to each other, and then in a second row and so on.
Okay.
So you can create the bin.
Mhm. So the normal values, this X condition, Y condition, sorry, it's coordinates, isn't it? Sorry.
Yes, so these are the
Those
coordinates.
things are the size of the bin, maybe
No, this is about the location,
it's a location. Okay.
right? Size of the bin, it will be based on that your bin capacity.
Okay. I think additional data, you have the maximum weight and volume and those sort of things,
Yes,
which
so
can be placed in the bin.
your bin capacity.
Yep.
Okay, so 16 bins are created, and you can refer the table. EWM1, and we have 16 bins so far.
Mhm.
Okay. Now we have one more storage type, correct? 0020. And in case you feel that that storage type is just for say we have one bin for that or two bins for that, right? So you can create it manually as well.
Mhm.
Even for the GR zone, right? If I have a staging area, okay, and that is GR zone. So I can create a bin manually like this. I go into the create storage bin and put it as a GR zone and assign it to the staging. This is staging area for the GR
Mhm.
and the storage section. Okay, and I can save it.
Mhm.
So this storage bin is created. So whenever I do any kind of unloading, it will be done in the GR zone.
Okay.
And this is just for the temporary storage because it is my unloading point, you can say.
Mhm.
And similarly, we have a similar point in the outbound side, outbound staging area. So I have GI zone. Then the GI zone will be your 9020.
Mhm.
Okay, so like that you can create it manually.
What about
Okay.
other tabs which is there, Jay, about physical inventory, stock, bin sectioning, statistics? What are all those indicates? Why it is required?
So even I am not sure about all these tabs, but I know that the storage bin, we can put our storage type, section, capacity and everything. In the stock, it will show you how many pallets are there in the bin.
Oh, okay.
Okay, physical inventory, when we do the physical inventory,
Physical inventory.
next time it will show you the PI document in case any PI document is open for that bin.
Mhm.
Okay, bin functioning and statistics, I am not sure. I have never used it. Activity area that we are going to create, and we cannot use the bin until we have the activities assigned to the bin.
Okay.
Okay, so that we will be coming. So everything we will be doing, right? When
No,
we
no,
create the stock, then we'll see the stock here. When we do the
okay.
physical inventory, we will see the PI document here.
Mhm.
When we do the bin sorting, after creating the activity area, then we can see it here, right?
Okay. Once we group different bins together, right? Activity. area
Yes,
groups.
correct.
Okay.
Okay, so now we can create the activity area. So the different type of activities, we can just take the regular activities, the internal movement, physical inventory we were doing. We have the stock removal, put away. We have the replenishment and posting change.
Okay.
So these are the activities which we are going to define.
Mhm.
Right. So when we create the physical inventory, that time we will generate the physical inventory document at the bin level.
Mhm.
And that bin should be having the activity area as INV.
Mhm.
If the bin is not tagged with the INVE activity, then we cannot create the PI document for that bin.
Okay.
Okay.
And this is for the replenishment.
Yep.
And this is for the posting change, right?
Yep.
So this EWM is very vast. You know, it is, you can club MM and SD together and that will be your EWM. That kind of vast subject it is.
Yep.
So if you get the basic understanding, right, how the warehouse movement happens and configuration, then it will be easy for you to explore the advanced EWM functionalities. It is just like the MM. If we understand the basic process, then we can explore more and do the setup on our own. right? But the initial logic needs to be developed.
True.
So these are the activities which we have created, and then we need to create the activity area for, again, if you see all these things, special activities and text identifier, these are I have used once because that is used to display the text on your RF gun. Right. So when you do the RF UI, that time it will display the text. It is linked with your text type in the logistics delivery, that is LE delivery. So that kind of complex features are this. I mean, I came across this recently in my one of the development. Even I was not aware about why this is used.
So you can standardize your text by providing it there.
No, we have the standard text types, right, in the LE.
Oh, okay.
Correct. That text type, once we configure in the LE, it will flow into your outbound audio AWM delivery.
Okay.
And then you can link the text type with this, and some minor development is required. Based on that, it will flow into your RF devices.
Okay.
Okay, then we have the activity area. It is about the grouping of your storage types. Right. For example, my storage types based on what activities I am doing. Okay, so we have here one activity area created for each storage type. So we can just follow the same pattern, but you have an option if you think that I have the activity area that is a kind of bulk storage. Okay, bulk. And we have 5 storage types available in that bulk storage area. So you can create one activity area bulk and you can link the 5 storage types.
Okay. So by 5, I can attach it I can join by using the join radio button, is it? Sorry.
Right. So this one you can link, I mean, if you have one activity area assigned to multiple storage type, then you can join it. So that which one should be taken up first in the preference.
Oh, okay.
Okay. And for example, you want you have a storage warehouse, right? And you have 3 storage types located in the left and 2 storage types located on the right. And you have a requirement that, I mean, you have a process, right? On the left side of the storage types, 3 storage types, whenever I do the counting, it should post it immediately. And on the right side, I don't want the auto posting after counting the physical inventory. Okay.
Okay.
So that you can have 2 activity areas, because that configuration you will be doing at the activity area level.
Okay.
Okay, so this is for the 2-step picking. And we are going to assign all the activities in these activity areas. So in this activity area, I am doing posting change, I will be doing physical inventory, I will be doing XYZ. However, if it is door, then I won't be doing the physical inventory. I will simply do the picking and put away.
Okay.
Picking from the door bin and putting it, put away in the staging area, or picking from the staging area and loading it into the door bin.
Okay.
So accordingly, I will assign the activities.
Okay.
And then you assign the storage bins to the activity area. So in our case, we have this one, correct? 10, 20,
20, 80, 10.
this one. 8010.
10, 80, 20.
8020 we have not created.
No, we have not. 90, 20.
9020, 9030, 9040.
90, 40.
So you have EW1.
Yep. This two-step is nothing but put away and then moving it into bin.
No, so we will see the two-step. It is a kind of advanced topic.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so what will happen? You will club multiple outbound deliveries.
Oh, okay.
Right, you have a requirement of 50 in first audio, requirement of 30 in second outbound delivery, and requirement of 20 in third outbound delivery of the same product. Correct?
Yep.
So instead of picking 50 and loading into the truck, then going back again and picking 30 and again loading into the truck, you would prefer to pick all the 100 at once.
100. Yep. Yep.
And putting it put away in the area which is near to your staging area. Okay, so it will minimize the travel distance of the worker and increase the picking time.
Yep.
And from that staging, from the intermediate area that is we created for 2010, we will distribute it in the individual trucks.
Yep. So it will optimize the activities, multiple activities into one.
Yes.
Okay.
So we will come one by one, right? First, we
Okay.
will configure the basic structure, then we will do the basic picking and put away. Then we will configure the handling unit management. Then we will do the picking and put away through HU.
Yep.
Correct. Then we will go one step ahead and do the automation. How can we create the HU automatically? How can we create the warehouse task automatically? Correct. So like that, we can progress.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, and then this is a big configuration where you will do assignment of all your activities to the activity area and storage type. Okay, so this plays a key role to tag your bins for the activities. So we have for 10, we have put away replenishment
Stock.
and
We have INVE.
and
Yeah.
pick. Correct.
Yep.
INTL as well.
INTL.
Correct.
What is
So
INTL?
internal movement.
Oh, internal. Okay.
Warehouse internal movement, moving from one bin to another, right?
Yep. Yep. INVE is inventory, pick, put away, replenishment,
Inventory,
stock,
and posting change.
posting change. STCH, right?
Internal movement.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And do we have Srinivas in the meeting today? Looks like he has not yet joined.
I guess.
Okay. And similarly, we have for the other storage type 0020. So we can configure the same activities 0020 for other storage type.
Okay, so for every activity we should create this, is it? For different storage type.
Correct. So this is a mandatory and most important configuration for activities creation.
Okay.
Because if your bin don't have the activity, then the bin is of no use.
Okay. So we have totally 2 activities, right, in this configuration?
No, we have many activities: internal, inventory, put away, replenishment, and stock posting change.
Oh, okay. So for all activities, we need to create this.
At least.
So these are the activities which we have created, and we are assigning this activity to our activity areas.
Okay. No, that's what the activity area we have only 2, 0010 and 0020.
No, we have created the activity area for two-step picking as well, right?
Oh, okay.
So for the two-step picking, we have a bin, and that activity area we have created is 2010.
Okay. Okay.
And that will be the intermediate bin, and that is just for the temporary storage.
Storage. Okay.
So we will simply create two activities, picking and put away for that bin.
Okay. Okay.
And similarly, we have the workstation, correct? We have the staging area. The staging area is again
Put away.
put
Goods
away.
receipt. Yeah.
Picking.
Goods receipt. Put away. Yeah. Activity put away and goods receipt. Right.
Yes, correct. So that is my GR staging area.
Okay.
So this configuration sometimes take 3 to 4 days in the project.
Oh.
So we have several storage types and several activities.
Combinations, isn't it? Yeah.
And
9
whenever
times.
the requirement comes to create a new storage type, all these configurations we need to do for that storage type.
So these are all the normal sort of activity area that we will configure, right, in a project.
Yes. So this is the mandatory configuration element in EWM.
Yeah, the pick and put away.
That's why we have created limited storage types. Otherwise, and once you understand this, then you can extend it for n number of storage types.
Okay.
Okay, and then we have the workstation. So workstation we can do later on. Let us do it now itself. In the workstation, we will be doing the internal movement from one bin to the workstation, and we will be doing the picking and put away. It is 8010 and 8030.
Workstation is nothing but your packaging, your value-added service, and those sort of activities, right?
Yes, deconsolidation,
Deconsolidation,
and packing.
packing. Yeah.
So you will take the product in the workstation,
Yeah.
and you will do the additional activities.
Okay.
The quality control also.
Yes, in case you are getting a big pallet, right? You are getting a very giant pallet, and your bins are small enough to accommodate that pallet. So what you will do, you will split the pallet into two, correct? And that you will do it in the workstation.
Okay.
Similarly, your customer has a special requirement that the customer want a special kind of cartoon as a packing material. Then you need to move the pallet or the products in the workstation. There you will do the packing, and based on the customer requirement, and you can ship it to the customer. So that we will see in the POSC, process oriented storage control. Okay, so now all these configurations are done for the activity area, and then the most important step is the bin sorting. For example, if we open the bin which we have created, the GI zone, right? Currently, no activity is assigned to this GI zone. So the GI zone is of no use until the activities are assigned. Similarly, in all the bins, there is no activity assigned as of now. So you will do the bin sorting. SBST is the transaction. That is also written in my PPT. You can execute and you will see all the activities.
Okay.
So,
Area, tab section.
so all these bins which we have created, you can see all the activities.
Mhm.
So we have not created any bin for the deconsolidation, packing or door, and that's why we don't see that.
Okay.
So we just simply do the sorting, and after that,
It will
if
get
you
assigned.
refresh, then you will see these activities.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mhm.
And then you have the staging area. So you can define the staging area. It is nothing but your storage type and storage section. So we have created 9010 for GR. So we will tag it as a GR section, and 9020 for the GI we have created. So we can tag it for the GI. Okay, so when you create the door, that time you can go to the warehouse door and create the doors. Okay, so maybe we can do it later, door for when we do the yard management. Okay, and work center, we will create the work center, right? You had a question, right? During the demo, you asked me several times about the work center. So like that, we can create the work center, say for the deconsolidation. This is my work center, and this work center is tagged to my storage type 8010. Correct.
Okay.
When we do similarly, we have packing. This is my packing workstation, and it is tagged to 8030.
So this work center deco, this is, which is the bin here? Work
Bin is
center
not here.
deco?
No. This is not the bin.
Okay,
This is the work center. This is the storage type. And bin we need to create manually by LS01.
Oh, okay.
And then the bin we will assign to the work center.
Work center, okay. I thought deco is the bin.
No, this is not the bin. Bin, you will see the bin in the configuration anywhere. Bin is the master data.
Okay.
Okay. So then we can move on and we can create the warehouse process type.
Okay.
So here you have the WPTs.
Oh, okay. This movement types.
Yes. So this is my WPT for put away. Okay.
Okay.
This is my WPT. When we do the RFUI that time, we will configure it. This is my WPT for the stock removal. These are the standard WPTs for put away and stock removal.
Stock removal. Okay.
And again, this is for my intermediate two-step picking.
Yeah.
And this is for my replenishment. This is for my repacking. And we can create n number of WPTs, right? So this is for storage control. So we can create later for the storage control. Correct.
Okay. So these are all standard, isn't it?
Yeah. These are all the standards.
We don't create anything customized in WPT.
No,
May not be required.
No, it is required somewhere because it may happen that you have that export process, right? Export process for the customer and
okay.
have a different setup. you have a different document type, everything different. So you may like to create the different WPT.
So you normally use Z here as well for customized one?
You can see, we can create Y or anything we can create. We don't need Z here.
Oh, okay. So anything, whichever is okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. So maybe we can do this tomorrow, right? Otherwise,
no. Yeah. It's becoming too much now only.
Hopefully, we have sessions like this.
Yeah. One basic question, Jay, before you go. This storage type, like palette or your whatever we use, right? These are all standard thing which is provided by SAP, right?
Right.
Storage types.
But yeah, but you are free to take any name, right? You can create a name, say like EWM1 or anything, bulk storage or rack storage, or you can create, say, for parking one, you can create the storage type with PAR1.
Okay, that is okay.
PK01, PK02, so that your warehouse guy will understand.
Okay. I'll again go through this recording probably tomorrow. If some clarification required, I'll get back to you.
Okay, so this we will start from your clarification, and then we will configure this WPT.
No problem. No problem.
Okay, then talk to you tomorrow. Bye.
All right. Bye, Jay. Bye, Asin.
Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good evening.
You too.